The future of aviation has great opportunity for the UK in terms of its capability, particularly in exporting capability for hybrid electric aircraft and more autonomous flights around the world. Electric and autonomous aircraft have substantial opportunities to impact the mobility and therefore the productivity of the nation, particularly in urban and regional transportation. The challenge for the future of aviation is very much society's acceptance of the technology, particularly around autonomous and fully electric aircraft, but also the policy and regulation that are required to allow those aircraft to operate. And then beyond that is the infrastructure that will connect those aircraft into the transportation system on a more general basis. The Aerospace Technology Institute's role is very much about convening the sector, and when it comes to the next generation of aircraft, it's very much about looking at it in the context of aviation. Our job is to bring a wide range of stakeholders together and facilitate that discussion, whilst also setting some of the ambition for the nation. The Aerospace Technology Institute is leading and convening the Amy Johnson Challenge, and that's very much about bringing together a broad group of stakeholders around the future of aviation, but also improved mobility for the UK, and also some disruptive technologies that will improve productivity of the nation and ultimately be exportable to other nations as well. The Amy Johnson Challenge will create a forward-thinking aviation concept and system and model, creating the opportunity to enable more autonomous and more electric aircraft of the future. The UK is already home to some great airlines and world-leading aerospace companies, and what we want to do is bring together that expertise and demonstrate that at a level that's never been done before. And this is all about the UK taking a lead in the third revolution of aviation.
Rolls-Royce is responding to this more electrical future very rapidly. The Amy Johnson Challenge is really exciting because it represents a whole new dawn of aviation, but the Rolls-Royce element is very much the propulsion element, where the electrification of aviation is going to require a whole new rethink of the way these modern aircraft are propelled. So the challenge for the UK is going to be, first of all, a skills challenge, making sure we produce graduates that have got the right skills in electrical machines, in power electronics, and secondly, a supply chain challenge to make sure that we can build industries in the UK able to feed this new generation of aviation and capitalise from the wealth that will come about from it.
The UK is a world leader in aviation and innovation, particularly in the civil aviation, and that's the way of the future. So we're very keen that the UK comes together and develops its technologies and carries on at the forefront of the industry. As a government, we're supporting the industry to develop cleaner, electric and more autonomous vehicles. So we're investing heavily in research and development. We, as government, can work with industry and bodies like ATI to really help push and drive and innovate in this area. So we really want to work with industry to develop a more forward-thinking aviation sector. It's great to see industry come together with things like the Amy Johnson Challenge and make sure that we have proper innovation and research and development in this area. The introduction of autonomous and electric aircraft is hugely exciting for the UK, but it has challenges as well as opportunities. So I think the role of government really is to ensure that we are working across departments. We work closely with the Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy Department, and also to ensure that we've got the right regulatory framework to ensure we're encouraging innovation, investment and research, and also to make sure that people are ready for these aircraft. We see electric vehicles on the road already, but I'm not sure that people are quite ready for electric and autonomous aviation. So that's why it's really important that we work in government, with industry, with bodies like ATI to make sure that people are welcoming and ready for when this comes.
NATS manages approximately 2.6 million aircraft per year across the UK's airspace. The advancement of electric and autonomous vehicles offers both opportunities and challenges. One of the challenges will be the integration of this aircraft, especially within an environment with traffic levels increasing. One of the opportunities will be the data integration from the aircraft within our systems, which will allow our controllers to be able to maintain the safety and efficiency of the UK's airspace. The UK's airspace continues to evolve as technology develops, and with the adoption of electric and autonomous aircraft, NATS will continue to develop systems and processes to support this.
BAE Systems has a lot to contribute to the Amy Johnson Challenge. We have fundamentally the systems integration skills that can pull together all of the capabilities that will be required to achieve this phenomenal outcome by using our ability to create air vehicles of high integrity and high safety, to link those with ground systems, to link those with other systems, including air traffic systems, will be an essential part of making the proposition work overall. In aviation, and in particular in civil aviation, there is a massive explosion of opportunity associated with autonomy. For transport systems all around the world, customers are looking for flexibility and agility. They want it to be able to fit into their daily lives. Taxi, they'll shout, and they get to where they need to get to very, very quickly and efficiently. That's what the customer demand will be, and if we can respond to that, then there's a whole revolution in aviation which the UK can play a particular part in. We're driven at this stage by the tantalising opportunity of being able to deliver the service to our customers with an autonomous system which is safe, reliable and has great performance.
Airlines UK is the trade body for the UK registered airlines. The development of electric or hybrid-electric aircraft is of significant interest to our members. UK Airlines currently have 360 aircraft on order, and that's an investment cost of £40 billion. So having an aircraft that is greener and more cost efficient to operate is of great interest to them. Electrification will go a long way to addressing air quality and noise, and they are two of the biggest issues that the aviation sector faces. Airlines have always worked with the manufacturers of aircraft to improve their products, and I see this being no different in the development of electrification.
I'm really excited about the Amy Johnson Challenge as an opportunity for us to understand what the implications of electric and hybrid electric aviation are going to be on the UK. From a Mott MacDonald perspective, we're heavily involved in the planning, design and project management of airport infrastructure around the world. We're starting to work with aircraft manufacturers, engine manufacturers to understand what the possible implications of this new technology might be on aircraft performance, on aircraft routes. It's quite clear to me that some of the new technologies will have the potential to change regional aviation on perhaps routes of 500 to 1,000 kilometres, and that has great potential for the way we look at aviation in the future. So I think we will see airports as much more part of an integrated transport system than an airport as part of a set of infrastructure.
Airbus has been an innovator in aviation for the last 50 years. Where we see our contribution to electric flight is the actual digitization and the concepts behind electric and hybrid flight, and how we not only make the aircraft digital, but we make the whole infrastructure behind that, supporting that, digital as well. We think electric aviation fits absolutely into Britain's prosperity agenda. It is the future of flight. We have the skills, we have the capability there. Now we've just got to demonstrate that we have the willpower to take this incredibly exciting sector forward.